Yeah, so over the last, I mean, I'll probably have Adelina talk to some of this, but basically over the last few weeks, the PRs that we needed to get things running twice daily in test grid, or sorry, through PROW were merged. And so I've got a link there to test grid, but we're now getting a subset of the conformance and node conformance tests running on a regular basis. Things that we're adjusting right now, you'll see there are some tests that are 100% red at the top. Those are ones that are mostly covering Linux-only functionality, and so our intention is to ignore those for now and then replace them with tests labeled SIG-Windows that cover the same functionality where it exists on Windows. But basically, this is the place that we want to be iterating and basically turning all of these green and adding more tests to it over the course of 14. So this is basically what we're going to, any tests that we add, any bugs we fix need to show up here. And that was one of the asks that they had for us that we were working on for 13, but didn't get everything merged before their cutoff. So it's there and we're ready for 14 with it. So still testing Windows Server 1803. I'm working on the changes needed along with Adelina so we can get these switched over to 2019. I think that's pretty much the update I had from there. Did you want to add anything else on that, Adelina?
No, that's pretty much it. So the main plan is the switch to 2019. Some tests from there need to be excluded. Basically, we missed when we created the regex, we missed some of them. There are a bunch of tests that should pass that we need to look into again. The guest image one in particular. So to see if there's something probably again in the image or something similar. We have APR that basically takes some conformance tests and tags them as SIG-Windows or Windows. That we're gonna add that there as well. And other than that, there's of course the ongoing and long discussion about the conformance profiles that I'm sure you're aware of because we talked about it a lot. So probably the way the tests run or the tests are defined, let's put it so, would change once the profiles get in. And
yeah, so we have a discussion on the conformance profiles at KubeCon next week. So
yeah.
If anybody is interested, the discussion is, oh man, where is it on my schedule?
I think it just says conformance working group or something like that.
Yeah, it's the conformance working group session. It starts at 10:30 on Thursday, Pacific.
Can you paste the link in the notes?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find the link right now. So
okay,
I'll paste it.
And which test case was it that you said should pass but isn't? Was it the guestbook one?
Yeah, the guestbook one. I'll paste it. Or did you find it?
I got it.
Okay. There's also well, regarding the test images, there's also that repo where we're gonna move everything.
Do those images support 2019, or how does that? Is that something that's going to be happening?
So yeah, we're gonna have to use 2019 as well. Claudio built the images for 2019, but they're under his Docker handle for the moment, Docker registry, which is public. I mean, you can use it if you want. We haven't created them under the E2E theme yet. I'll probably do that and replace the existing ones.
Awesome. Thanks.
Pasted the link, Michael.
Excuse me?
I pasted the link in the chat for the meeting.
Okay. Oh, I put it in the meeting notes directly. Sorry.
Cool.
All right, we got it.
How everyone now?
Yeah.
So I had a quick clarification question. So the Windows testing repo is still being set up, and when the tests move there, they'll all target 2019 directly. That's the idea, right? Just wanted to clarify.
The test images, you mean?
So there was this request of like a new repo being created.
Oh yeah. That's to put the code for the test images.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Just a quick
Yeah,
note, by
that's
the way, the SIG meeting that was posted on the chat, that's the meeting for SIG-Windows, not necessarily the conformance discussion. The conformance discussion one I posted on the meeting notes, and it's a little bit different. So I put it here as well now. Sorry, Patrick.
Yeah, no, that's the right one. Thanks.
From a timeline perspective, and I know that some of these things it's kind of hard to estimate, but Patrick and Adelina, when are you guys thinking we might be able to just have a single green run of the existing test cases, right? Not the new ones that we have to write, the existing ones, just getting a clean green run out of them.
Well, as you can see, they're kind of well, with the exception of that full red part at the top, those need to be excluded. They're kind of stable. There are those two flakes over there. So if you look at the test grid, you're going to see that there are a bunch of tests that fail, not in every test case, not in every run. So with the exclusion of those tests, that I'll change the job that I can change fast because we're owners on the file. I can try to add. There's a flag in kubetest that enables you to rerun flakes, so it tries to run failing tests. I don't know.
Well,
technically, we just have to exclude those tests.
Yeah,
you know?
well, my worry though is more around the understanding why those things failed versus excluding them or rerunning them, because they might point.
No, so some of them, so except the one that Patrick wrote there, the guest book one, which is a known, shouldn't be an issue, but it is. We have to investigate on. The other ones need to be excluded. I just missed them when I created the job.
Okay, so it's just basically things that should never run on Windows. They don't support Windows.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are good.
Yeah.
Sometimes fail and sometimes succeed. Those ones we definitely know why.
Yeah, but as you can see, they're not the same test every time. So it's, there may be just timeouts. So we're gonna look. But as I can say, if it's a timeout, I can just maybe hope to make it work by rerunning them in case they fail. So there's that argument I was talking about. You can pass the cube test.
Yeah,
well,
I mean, I think we're going to need to do some tweaking. And like one thing I've seen is that the pod schedule timeout is too low for Windows. The default in most of these tests is 3 minutes, and it needs to be more like 10, honestly.
So totally understanding that, getting, if your images are not already refreshed, getting the images down takes a while on Windows.
I think the other approach that might make sense here is to actually just pre-pull all the images before we start the tests. So that way you're testing execution rather than the pull functionality. That might be the other way to.
Yeah, we can try that on because we have that extension on the Windows node, so we can try that one.
Yeah, we should do that. I think that makes sense. But why I was asking that is, when can we go to SIG architecture or SIG release and tell them, hey, we have a full test suite of tests. Everything is running green. That should be running green, and whatever is not running green is because it's not dependent on Windows, and we can just get a stamp of approval that our test suite is good. Would you be able to get it by the end of the year, for example?
So I think what we need to do is, as part of because they're asking us to have a KEP for marking Windows stable now, I think part of that needs to be the list of test cases. And so I think we could aim to have that in probably early to mid-January. As part of that. I mean, we can copy and paste this list in there and get a draft now, but I think that we're going to need a few weeks because of after the holidays, because we got to see exactly what the conformance profile is going to look like, because we're basically need to define that performance profile and then list, these test cases we're keeping, these test cases are being deleted, these test cases are being added. And then once we have that, then we'll say, okay, do you agree that that's the criteria to ship? That's what the discussion needs to be. Because we don't need SIG architecture to look at these results and see green. That's the release team. What we need to do is agree up front that we are doing the right thing.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with
Also, there's the unknown. There is Windows 2019 at this point.
Yes.
Hopefully. So we need to put more runs into that to be sure everything's okay.
Yeah. And I think we'll probably be able to switch over to that most likely the week after KubeCon. So
yeah.
If not sooner.
Well, if not sooner, because I'm not coming to KubeCon, so I'm here. I can just make the changes.
Okay. All right. Well, I need to get over to SIG node. Did you have anything else?
Nope, that's it. I'm out of time as well. All right. Have a good day, everybody. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.